Good evening, everybody. This is Kemi Omololu. I'm a journalist, a pharmacist, and a PR specialist. I'm U.S. trained and grew up in America and Canada in a total of 35 years or so. Today, we're going to be doing a video that's going to be very interesting. Some of you might not be live with me. Okay, I'm sick. PTSD, post traumatic stress syndrome, post traumatic stress disorder, flashbacks of that prison. At the end of the day, what I want to do is I still want to talk to you guys on social media. I still want to educate you, but I can't do much. I tried my fundraiser for medical money to go abroad and get treated. I didn't make the goal. I'm trying to raise $125,000 now. I raised $500 because a lot of people don't like me, and they really actually told me that they don't like me. I stepped on toes and all that. You know what? As from now on, I've already said I don't care about anybody. If you don't have it, don't donate it. It's okay. Next month, something's gonna happen to me. Something big. Um, you know. One thing you have to know about me when I'm doing live videos is that I don't read the comments. So save your comments, okay? I don't really have time. I'm a different person now, okay? Um, I was detained in a prison because I posted the first page of an 8-page letter, which a pastor didn't know, and which a police, IG did not handle well. Because if they had interrogated me and found out what was going on, they wouldn't have kept me in prison and kept locking me back and forth. So, Oshima just said anyone that comes out of Port Harcourt prison becomes an animal, and that's what I am right now, an animal. You don't want to mess with me at all. I've had my own shares of aggressiveness and whatnot. You can't cheat me. You can't be corrupt. You can't do anything. Come to Ibadan, you'll hear about all my charades around town. Anybody that messes with me, I don't. You don't even fuck with Kemi Lawyer. What I want to be doing now is a lot of health news and a lot of PR. I have a degree in pharmacy, so I'm going to give you health news. I'm going to start a health and wellness blog. Um, I'm one of the top 10 pioneer bloggers in America, in Canada in 1999, and I'm also a journalist. I am also going to do a lot of PR. I'm still deciding whether to do public relations, just music publicity, which I'm good at because I've represented everybody. Ciara, Drake, name it. I've booked them on places, I've promoted, publicized them. They're all big people now. At the end of the day, I hear some of you Nigerian ghetto people are telling me, why didn't I go ask them for money? That's not how you work. I don't go ask my clients, former clients, people you interview for money. You Nigerians do all that fraudulent stuff. But at the end of the day, I've done my share in the music business. Many of you don't know. I'm getting a lot of phone calls. A lot of you don't know because of your ignorance and your hate for me. I'm a very powerful woman in the music business in US and Canada. Industry Magazine in Canada had me as one of the top 10 women in the entertainment industry. Industry Magazine cover 2010, the top 10 most powerful women in Canada's entertainment industry. I was in the list. It's a photo shoot article. You've seen it on my pages. The first thing, if you want to be in any of my music broadcasts, I'm going to have a music begging on the internet because I'm raising money. Fundraising is professional begging. I have a degree in public relations. Some people say I'm begging because I'm raising money for my health. Maybe I shouldn't even beg anymore. Maybe I should just have things. I can do a blog and seminar, which everybody wants, and which Linda Cage is never going to give you because she doesn't want you to know her secrets. However, if I do it, I'm going to charge you a lot of money. Okay, and then I'll raise the money I need. People want me to do it. However, I don't have the strength. So if I even want to do it online, I still have the strength to do it. Someone medical leave indefinitely. I'll continue giving you free information. Um, YouTube asked me to get a free, not a free, a paid channel because my stuff is hot. I have abandoned YouTube for 3 years. You can see what I have on this channel, so hit subscribe. On this live video, we're going to be talking about Tiwa Savage and why she cannot sing and why Yemi Alade can sing. This program is not to compare both artists or pitch them against each other, okay? You guys say I'm controversial. No one's ever told me that in the United States and Canada, okay? Um, I speak very good English. I don't have an accent. I'm a Nigerian. I'm not a U.S. citizen. I've never applied for citizenship. My siblings all have citizenships all over the world, British, U.S., whatever. I'm Nigerian. I've never applied, but hopefully I'm going to apply for U.S. citizenship next year or even this year. I'm actually begging the American embassy because, see, I want to go back, renew my green card. My green card is a special one. No one has it. Only two Nigerians have ever gotten that. Alien of exceptional ability. Somebody has done something exceptional for the United States government, and I have. I fought drug abuse, and I incorporated my program into the United States Department of Education curriculum for schools. Hakeem Olajuwon played basketball for the Houston Rockets. Both of us have that alien of exceptional ability green card. Before, of course, Hakeem is probably a citizen and all that. He's retired. However, they are 20-year green cards. They're very long. I don't want to renew for another 20 years. I want to apply for citizenship. Then I want to run for office in my state, Maryland, where they celebrate me. They don't celebrate me here. And go to Congress. That's what I want to do. Because I've been an activist and I know how to activate for people, and that means politician. It's a thin line. Let's get to business. So, like I said, this program, this broadcast is not to pitch Tiwa against Yemi. I have met both ladies and I've interviewed both ladies. And I'll tell you from the perspective of three things. Many of you don't know this. I'm a music publicist. I just said that. I am a music journalist. I have done music journalism for half of my career. My career has been 24 years, since 1994. Next year will be 25 years that I've been in journalism. I'll have a party and celebrate something. But out of that 24 years, I know at least 12, 13 years I've done music journalism. And let me see, 24 years, probably 18 out of the 24 was health and music. And this was regular world news. So, HipHopSip, HIPHOSSIP. HipHopSip was Canada's leading music blog from 2007 to 2012. That was when I was there, before I got deported for antagonizing gun laws. However, HipHopSip was recognized by MTV, BET, and VH1. Those are the main three music channels, music video channels. They pioneered music videos before this guy's Hip TV, for all this African stuff, MTV Base and all that. Before they came, it was just MTV, VH1, and BET. Ironically, all three are owned by Viacom. I know everything about music. I'm a music executive. Now, I have been a judge in two North American Grammy Awards. I've been a judge in the Junos. Canada's Junos is their Grammy there. The 40th Junos, an anniversary one, very big one. It was very great. Drake, all of us were there, red carpet. Some of you seen the pictures. So if you want to really enjoy this program, click subscribe. Okay, I'm going to put my music stuff separately, my music broadcast. And also go to HNN Music. Anywhere on the place to go to is Instagram. When you get to HNN Music, hashtag HNN Music, you click follow. That way, anytime I post a story about music, you'll, be the first to see it. You can see my photo with a lot of stars. Okay, I don't snap with stars. Okay, so anybody that tells you, oh, she just snaps with them, or it's photoshopped, honest to God, those people are going to hell. Hell awaits them. We don't just snap, okay? We don't snap with stars. We get press passes. Okay, media passes are very hard to get. If you see all my coverage on, let me take you to somewhere. I have hidden stuff all over the internet. Go to facebook.com/HNN Music News. I think that's it. Because I don't use the page anymore. Facebook, let me see if I can get it for you on this laptop. Facebook.com/HNN Music News. That will come up to HipHopSip Music Blog's Facebook page. HipHopSip doesn't exist anymore. When I left Canada, I closed the blog and I merged it to HipHopSip Newsnet. I changed it to HipHopSip Newsnet. And HipHopSip Newsnet is what we now call HNN, HipHopSip Newsnet. And I end of it. HNN Africa. Okay? So that's what. Okay, so now to go to the HipHopSip Music blog, You have to go to facebook.com/, yeah, I got it, HNN Music News. It's a Facebook page with like 9,000, 10,000 people. The one thing you want to get out of that Facebook page is the albums. Go to the albums and you see my picture and interviews with everybody. And then you can go to the music portal, which is SoundCloud or Reverb Nation, where you can hear me talking to Kanye West on the phone, Rihanna on the phone. I do a lot of phone interviews. I call them Miss Kemi's phoners. So you can see all my interviews, video, audio, whatever. So if you think I photoshopped something, you can hear me talking to the star or see me interviewing the star. I don't photoshop anything. It's very insulting. Don't you ever, I repeat, don't you ever demean my work. Okay? I don't know how to use Adobe Photoshop. It's a very annoying program. When I try to Photoshop something, I don't know how to use it. I don't care for it. I don't need it. Okay? So I don't Photoshop with stars. You take an application of online. Let me give you an example. If you have to go to the BET Awards or the BET Hip Hop Awards in October, you go to BET's PR site, their PR. You not go there and you see media passes. Click it. The form is there. Then look at it twice and then submit. Okay, they're going to ask you your name, your organization, your website, everything. Then they'll check you out online. And then you get an answer in the email. Your media passes have been approved. Come to our offices and pick them up. Come to the rehearsal for the BET Awards. Come to this. So much fun. You'll go to the rehearsals with the stars. You'll take pictures. You'll be with them through the 3 days. It's wonderful. Even when I couldn't go, I sent the Lawrence twins, Tiwa and Candy Lawrence. When I was in Canada, I couldn't go. I'll send them, and they'll represent me. You can see them talking to Nicki Minaj. You can see them interviewing DJ Khaled, all these people. But you see the footage on my page. And you see them doing the interview. So they're working for me. Okay? So hopefully I should be able to go back and be doing that stuff myself. So it takes a lot of time and energy to get a media pass. And it's not something you just do. It's very hard. Sometimes you might get rejections. I've gotten rejection before. I don't remember the award that was, but you will get it in the beginning. They'll go to your website. Who's this? Is this a blogger? What are they doing? Do they have a YouTube? Do they have followership? They look at all those things. And they say, sorry, we couldn't accommodate a media pass. Try again next year. You're not going to the award show. I get media passes to everything from the SAG Awards, Screen Actors Guild, to the Oscars, to the Golden Globes. I go to all of them, to the Grammys. So because I'm known at Hip Hop. So when I closed Hip Hop and I came back to Nigeria, I made it Hip Hop Newsnet because I wanted to report world news, and I called it HNN Africa, and that's where that came from because many of you asked me about that. So Hip Hop Newsnet. Before I changed to Hip Hop Newsnet, I arrived in Nigeria and I worked as Nigerian Tribune music columnist for 1 year. Okay, 2012 to 2013. I resigned from the Nigerian Tribune. That was a very hard resignation because they wanted me to resign. They loved my work. I had Hip Hop Tribunal. Hip Hop was still around, but for 1 year I called it Hip Hop Tribunal. So Tribune plus Hip Hop Tribunal. It was a column every Friday on a musician. I'll look at the musician's music. I'll criticize it. I'll promote it. I'll do whatever. But it was a monetized column. You paid me, and I'll interview you and do everything. And I'll review your music, your CD, whatever. And so that was what Hip Hop Tribunal was. So after a year, I just got tired of the music thing, and I went to World News, and there was Hip Hop Newsnet. Okay, so you now know what I'm about. I've been a Grammy judge twice in North America. I've been a music journalist, and I've been a music publicist. Ciara, Drake, big boy, Tupac's group, Tim Campbell, Kim Davis, there's so many people. Young Platinum, Chuck Chisel, all the people I'm mentioning, they're out there. They all have verified accounts on everywhere. They're Canadian, American. They may not be as big as Beyonce, Nicki, and all the others, but they are musicians and they're established. And what we have in Nigeria here is all these young musicians, 1 million of them, no representation whatsoever. They don't know how it works. They have no money. They don't know it's going to cost money to have a team. They don't know how easy it is and how hard it is. They need investors. They just don't know. So HNN, Public Relations, I started HNN Africa PR. And I think it's HNN Africa. Zoe's managing my PR company. I have a PR company. It used to be called Communications um, PR. It's on Facebook as Communications PR, but it's now H&N PR. So H&N Africa PR is what you want to go on Instagram. I'm going to do a lot over there. So he's going to start posting, but H&N Africa PR. So if you need PR, contact me. I really want to do strictly music because a lot of the young artists in America are calling me. And, they're paying dollars and I could raise money for my medical bills too, Because Nigerian artists, not serious. So when I came home, I talked to Bankole Wellington, and Bankole said to me he was going to South Africa to Channel O because we're doing a program about a campaign about copyright, about getting copyright for music and protecting music and stuff like that. That's how it should be. So the first thing I'm going to talk about tonight is about Tiwa Savage. In 2012, right before Maven launched, or when they had just launched very early in the game, I contacted Michael Collins. And Michael remembered that I spoke to him for 90 minutes. Okay? Michael Collins is done jazzy. And I spoke to Michael for 90 minutes. In the 90 minutes that I spoke to Michael, the longest interview, he said to me at the end of the interview, "This is the best interview I've ever had in my career. And you're the first to interview me overseas, Canada to Nigeria." Well, let me tell you something, guys. I will launch that interview sometimes tonight. It's on SoundCloud. One of my I have 3 SoundCloud accounts that I have not touched in 1 year. Prison. But I'll tell you where it is. You can listen to it. It was a rough call, but it's good enough. You'll hear it. One of the questions I asked Michael is that Tiwa Savage, this girl, she's in your team. Her voice is too auto-tuned. Auto-tune is, I hate it. I really hate it. Michael said to me that, you know that term in America called damn if you don't, damn if you do. Okay? In other words, people will praise you if you don't do it. People will praise you if you do it. So I noticed that all the Nigerian musicians are using autotune. Autotune, when your voice becomes like Little Wayne, that whole effect. I don't like autotune because it doesn't tell me your voice. One girl uses it very badly, and she thinks it's okay. It's not. I tweeted and told her, and she said, "Okay, I'll try my best." She was humble. She doesn't have to be humble. She could yap me back, but she didn't. Her name is Simi. Simi is too auto-tuned. I don't know her real voice. You know how many, you know? My mini jam number. What is that jam song she doing? My mini jam question. And then like, soldier, me, soldier. That soldier song with Falls. She's too auto-tuned. And that's one thing that a lot of musicians in North America don't do a lot. We want to see your voice, want to hear your voice. You know what I mean? I'm looking for Johnny. Question. Johnny da 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 da. Johnny da 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 da. Johnny oh, Johnny oh. Looking for Johnny. A pidgin English kind of song. Yemi Alade puts the voice out there. Tiwa doesn't. When I heard Tiwa in a concert in London, I was not in London, I was in my bed here, and I was watching it, a live concert she had. She didn't sound good at all. And I said, oh, just like the CDs, she's not sounding good. She's too auto-tuned. I told Michael this, that when you're going to put this girl in the studio and you produce her CDs, turn down the auto-tune. It's too much on her. I produce music. My son's song, My Mom's a Snitch. So go Google that, My Mom's a Snitch. The video that comes out, My Mom's a Snitch. KGZ, my son. I produced that video and I produced that music, that song. He wrote it. So what I want to say, guys, is that when you're too auto-tuned, it doesn't give out the voice of the artist. Now, let me tell you an example. During one particular Grammy Awards that I was a judge, it's very tedious. You apply to be a judge. They look at your application. Why would I pick this person to be a judge in the Grammys or the Junos? I've also been judges in TIMA, Toronto Independent Music Award. I've been in many, many awards but those Grammys are the main ones. Then they're going to scan you, screen you and everything. In my application, hip hop music blog. They know I own a hip hop. She's a music publicist, so she'll be good at judging music. So that's how I became a judge. Then they send you the music. They send you a password and a username. You log into the portal, to the Grammy portal, the Juno portal. You're not getting to that award portal. Your name is there, Olukemi Olunloye. I have screenshots, and I want to put it online. I will put it online because it's been risky for me. I don't know whether I'm going to return to Canada one day. They said I can't come to live, but I can come to work. I don't know if I'm ever. You don't know where you're going to be. If I ever become a resident or something in Canada, God knows that they're never going to put me at the Junos, the Canadian Grammys again, because I have screenshots of everything I do. And the same thing with America, but I want you to see one of them. Your name will be up, Olukemi Olunloyo, and then you'll see the nominees. I'll give an example: Drake, Justin Bieber, Arcade Fire, maybe 4 bands. Best new single, Find Your Love. Nothing. What's that song? Drizzy, if you're watching. I heard Drake is watching. Find Your Love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. That song. It's very annoying. Very rough to your ears. We're using iPods. When you put an iPod in your ear and you're listening to Grammy song, you're listening to quality. Boom, boom, boom. So when Justin's comes, baby, baby, it's what I hear in my ear before I click. You'll see my cursor on my computer, click submit. So maybe years after, and I said, Drake, I didn't vote for you on that one. Justin won it because I voted. So I was voting for the top 10 categories, and I think it was an honor to do that in the Canadian 40th Junos, the 40th anniversary of the Grammys over there. In the American one, I told Shem Kuti, I said, I'm a judge in these things, and the Kutis need to get more awards. What would it take for Tiwa Savage to get an award? She didn't win the BET Awards. Davido won it. There's a reason, guys. Tiwa is a master at something she's not seeing. Do you know we all have something in us that we're a master in, but we don't pay attention to that thing because we want another thing? Do you know that Tiwa Savage should not even be... Girl has done background vocals for everybody. Beyonce, Destiny Child, Mary J. Blige, name the artists. I can list it for you. She sings in the background for them. Even on stage, she might be singing in the background. Yeah, she sings, but can she sing alone on her own? Tiwa Savage is a Nigerian icon that needs to be, I repeat, she doesn't need to be singing. Tiwa needs to be in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. You see, SOCAN, Songwriters Association of Canada. SOCAN. Tiwa needs to be a member of SOCAN. Tiwa, if you're watching this video, you need to join SOCAN. Because, girl, she can write music. The songwriters make a lot of money and they have a lot of copyright protection behind them. Tiwa Savage is possibly the only artist in Nigeria that has a publishing and a management deal outside this country. Musicians, listen carefully because most of you don't know this stuff. Okay, Bankole knows it. Bankole Wellington knows what I'm talking about. Music publishing, okay, and music management deal. I think Jay-Z is doing the management deal one, Rock Nation. The publishing should be with Sony. Girl, if you hear somebody having a management deal, publishing deal, this one deal means money is coming to them. You know what I mean? You guys are doing music and you're talking rubbish. You're disrespecting me when I could be managing you and teaching you exactly what to know in the business. Tiwa Savage has written songs that I've seen. She has written songs for Snoop Dogg. She a writing. Her for that. So let me just talk about the controversies surrounding her right now. There's on our blog, it's the blog Niger. we have something there. There's a post there. Lillian has a post about Tiwa is crediting T Bills for her career success. Well, of course she has to. Okay, some people are thinking they're getting back together because she's thanking the ex. No. What it is that Tunchi Balogun has been there for Tiwa from the beginning as her manager. Remember I said she shouldn't marry this guy. He has a baby mama, he has this, he has that. I don't care what he has. It's her prerogative. Me, I said my own. They've broken up now. They had all this drama. Azuka went to their house at 2 a.m. interviewing her, everything. But what I'm saying is, I didn't want her marrying her manager. That's something. Those things happen a lot. I think Yemi too is even dating. I think the manager, Efizi Abi. Yemi, who is that manager of? Is he Efizi? Yemi's dating somebody. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that one. But I didn't want to dating her manager because when you mix business with pleasure, it becomes very dangerous. You know what I mean? So now, as we're speaking, we're 26 minutes into the video. Let me first address. Sorry, I just had some network issues. We're back. There's an OAP called Missy, and she's at Hot FM. I think her Hot FM is in Abuja or something. What Missy said was that Yemi Alade has a better singing range than Tiwa Savage. Missy said Tiwa just shouts rather than sing. Now that's her opinion. My opinion of what Missy said is kind of correct. Tiwa doesn't really shout. She sings, but she's not for the singing. Her voice, I don't know her voice. I don't see it come out like I want it to come out. You know? People, wake up. Bloggers, wake up. Stop it. Daily Post, Night Doc, all of you stop the bullshit. And stop saying that Yemi Alade was boasting that she's on the same level as Davido and Wizkid. Okay? Mama Africa, I knew her when she was nothing. When she had one single or an album, Gang Gang or something, when she just came into the business. 2011, when I arrived in Nigeria, 2012, she came to Ibadan and I sat with her in a club for the entire night. My son was so tired that my son even slept on her lap. And I snapped it. My son finds it hard to believe. His classmates find it hard to believe that he actually laid down on Yemi Alade's lap in 2013, but it really did happen. I interviewed Yemi and I said to her that you're going to get so big. And it happened. Everyone, there's a saying in Canada, you wouldn't hear it here. Everyone came interviewed got big. Yeah, I have a magic touch. So I rubbed their back that they'll get big. I told her she was going to get big. Then I saw Yemi next at the Social Media Awards Africa. She performed Johnny in English and in French. I rubbed her over there. She said, you said I was going to be famous. Well, she was singing on stage. And I'm glad when they recognize you as somebody that helped push them up or encourage them. Okay? So when Missy said Yemi has a better singing range, she was actually right. About the shouting, I don't know. You know, Tiwa just shouts. I don't know. I wouldn't say shout. Maybe shout. I wouldn't say shout with voice. Probably what Missy's trying to say is that Tiwa shouts about being international. Jay-Z has my management deal. John Jazzy took me. Just the whole everything. But what I would say, Tiwa, is focus on one thing that you're so good at. Oh, you're an icon. Tiwa should be in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. This girl has written for every Tom, Dick, and Harry and who's who in the music business. And we need to appreciate her more for that. Many of you like Tiwa Savage as a musician, no doubt. And I'm not going to say that's not true. Okay? It's great. I'm not going to take that away from you. Please. But my dear, I have solar plexus. I have Fantasia Barrino. If you don't know these people, Google them. Fantasia Barrino, American Idol. The girl that couldn't read and write. The illiterate American girl. If you think illiterates are not in America, they're there. because illiterates are people that can't read or write. That's why I call a lot of you illiterates. You can never read anything well or write well. You want to write safe journey, someone's travel, you put safe journey, save, S-A-V-E. It's safe, S-A-F-E. She has written a lot of songs. She has a lot of songwriting behind her. She has sang in the background for George Michael. Do you guys remember George Michael? Tiwa was just 16 when she did all that. She sang behind Mary J. Blige, Kelly Clarkson, everybody. Shaka Khan, Blue Cantrell, all these guys. If you don't know them, go Google them. Emma Bunton. I think Emma is one of the Spice Girls. So Tiwa lived in London before she came to America. And I think it's when she got to America she met Tunji. And he started representing her. T-Bills. So the American thing, I mean, she went to a school of music, Berkeley, I think. The American thing, that's when she started singing for them, Beyonce and all that. And she wrote some things for them. They were in Destiny's Child. When I watch her X Factor, you know X Factor, do we have it in Nigeria? I think X Factor came and went so fast. But it's like American Idol kind of. It's singing contest. Tiwa got to the finalists in the UK edition. You know what I mean? And I remember what she said. You always have to realize that people are watching. When I got the bad news that I wasn't getting through to the final, it was really painful for me. But you still have to learn how to hold that until you get home. She didn't want to break down. She was quite upset on that. 2009, she got the Sony deal, music publishing. Guys, what is music publishing? Oh my goodness. If you don't know what music publishing is, your music don't go. Someone like Yemi Alade, Yemi, I hope you have publishing on that song, Johnny. Very, very important. Does anyone know a song called Shakara Oloje by Fela? Shakara Oloje ni o, Shakara Oloje ni o. You know, I be African man original. I don't be gentleman at all. Oh. All the Afrobeat songs from Fela, all those songs have publishing. Fela went to the Royal School of Music in London. Let me tell you something. Publishing means a way of protecting your song. They cannot play your song anywhere, anyhow, or sample it without permission. For example, if I walk into a store, a shop, right, and I hear Fela's music playing up, they're paying Fela's family for that music playing up there. Did you know that? Politicians like to steal music, but they don't know. A lot of them, they do it in America a lot. And Nigeria, maybe they don't enforce it. But if you use the song of a politician for your political campaign while you're dancing, you better have gotten permission because they can sue you. So, because of the publishing rights. Have you tried to put somebody's music in your YouTube video or your background or sing on your Facebook video? It blocks it. They have those blockers on Facebook now. It used to be on YouTube before. Can't use somebody else's music. It was a kid dancing to Prince's song, and Prince didn't like that, the fact that the little baby was dancing to the song. Prince started the whole thing, and YouTube started cutting people's music out. Facebook is doing it too now. So you must respect copyright and all that. Tiwa Savage is a better songwriter than a singer. Tiwa, people tell me the same thing. Kemi, go and do health journalism. You won't get into trouble, oh. You can get in trouble with people. You won't have problem. People want to know about their health. I know, but sometimes health journalism can be boring. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's really not what I want to do. Please hold on, everyone. I want to do something real quick here. Please bear with me. I want to open a bar of chocolate, and I need both hands for it instead of holding this camera. My voice is a little scratchy because it just rained in Ibadan, and it's cold. So I can't see comments. Are you guys commenting? Or maybe I'm going to the wrong place. Oh, look at all the comments. I'm seeing them now. Okay. I'm going to sneakers. There's not a lot of comments here. Just rubbish by the same people. Okay, let's go on. So Yemi Alade, you can hear her voice very well. Another thing I heard about Yemi Alade this weekend, everybody says she's boasting. about being on the same level as Wizkid and Davido, and that she can shut down venues. Shutting down venues means I can actually do a concert with the same amount of people Davido would get or Wizkid would get. I can oversell that concert and make money. That's what she's saying. Well, is that true? Very true. Yemi has just finished a European tour. These tours were really fantastic. From Europe to Europe to Europe. Look at Sheon Kuti and Femi Kuti. Look at Pop in France. Oh, Canada. Oh my God. When the Kutis arrive in Canada, they sell tickets. Fella's children. They're popular in Canada because Fella is popular. France. So Yemi is very popular in Europe. Where is Wizkid and Davido more popular? In Africa? Don't limit yourself to Africa. Go out there to the real world. Be like Lady Gaga. If I go to the slums of Brazil and ask, do you know Lady Gaga? Somebody will be able to tell me that slum, even if it's a kid. Yeah, Lady Gaga, a singer. Everybody knows her. If you come into somewhere here in Ibadan, hey, Joshua, I'm Lady Gaga. Seven don't pè ní Lady Gaga. Ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ tánu. Olórin ni, olórin òyìnbó, láti Amẹ́ríkà. Àmọ́ tó máa mú un máa ń múra bákan bákan. Tó máa ṣe irun ẹ̀ bákan. Lady Gaga tó kọ Judas, tó kọ kìnìún, they'll know her. Anywhere Lady Gaga goes, they know her. So try to be international. That's your goal. Now, my dear Tiwa, I want to focus on health news this year and PR. Asian and Africa PR is now open on Instagram. So go like the page. There's 1125 people there already. In like what, 2 days? Now, what I want to tell you guys listening is that if you're into music, be determined. Find an investor. Show what you want. Do a lot of free shows. Get known. And get a publicist. I'm representing one kid this year for no charge till December. And I'm working on him. His name is Official Bolades. It's official like Bolade with a Z in the end. Z. Official Bolades. Go and like him on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm getting ready to brand those pages seriously. He has some good Yoruba rap songs. And so with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this broadcast. Okay? Yemi Alade says she's at the level of Davido and Wizkid. She's actually past their level. But they don't know. They're not competing with her. She's not competing with them. It's you, the fans. And of course, the dumb media in Nigeria who fuels the fire by starting this stuff. And then she boasted. That's not boasting. That's speaking the facts. Yemi said, I'm at the level I can sell as much as they can or sell them off. I booked Wizkid in Canada to come on MTV Canada when he came for his tour in Canada. Unfortunately, he and his manager were fighting at the time, and the manager purposed that he was invited to MTV Canada. When they found out, they were very, very upset. The manager and them, they all broke up, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, everybody went their ways. So, as a music journalist, publicist, and PR specialist, I want to say personally that Tiwa Savage should focus on songwriting. Especially with someone like a baby and all that stuff. I don't know how she does it though. The girl is one dynamic songwriter. She can write music. Oh, goodness gracious. So that's what I want her to do. And get into that. This interview in This Day and Pulse, Tiwa extensively addressed her husband's infidelity claims and accused him of financial recklessness, drug addiction, and abandonment. Moreover, she said that her marriage is to him is over. She gets a lot of video nominations and she won one. One of the awards that I'm so glad for her, best pop and R&B artist of the year and female artist of the year, the Mobile Awards. She won both. I think Mobile is British. One of the best songs that she has is Eminado. Eminado by Don Jazzy. It's still auto-tuned, but it's a nice song. So Tiwa has done quite good in the business. But her expertise is singing. It's songwriting. Tiwa, get into songwriting more. Yemi Alade, she can sing, she may not be able to write. Yemi, get publishing for Johnny. Songs like Shakara Oloje, Fela's songs, there's publishing rights. Because if I enter ShopRite one day and they're paying Johnny on top, you know they owe you money right there. They have to come up with an artist to sing that song. And then use that artist instead of using the real artist. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? Publishing is about. There are many places where our work is being listened to and all that, but when does it become money for me? So, HNN Africa PR. HNN Africa PR. And Instagram is my, PR services page. So that's really all I wanted to say tonight. Yemi is actually more than the level of Davido and Wizkid because she has more advantage on them. She is a woman. And another thing is, let me see before I go. She's a woman. The other thing I see is videos, music videos. Tiwa has, worn some really, really risky things, and she's been called out. The people that did that are not up to date with fashion. They're illiterate. They're saying, "Oh, she shouldn't put this on. She shouldn't put that one on." I don't know whether Tiwa Savage is Christian or Muslim. But the kind of treatment they gave her was like, "Oh, cover your body, you're a Muslim." So she tries not to be too provocative going out. I have to be myself. But in her own case, that's what we get. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out in the next part of this video. When I come back with the next video, what you need to be a great singer. You guys have accepted autotune so well in Nigeria that I don't accept it. It's not the solution. Beats on the keyboard, that's not the solution. Playing the piano is the solution. I can play the piano. You have to do things naturally. And so that's what I'm saying. Good luck to all of you, Yemi Alade, Tiwa Savage, but Tiwa, join Canada's SoCan and also join the Songwriters Hall of Fame Association because you need to be in that Hall of Fame. You have written for over 12 artists. I have made it big. Look at Snoop Dogg. Look at all of them. So I need to go get your credit there. So as for Yemi Alade, no comparison. You can do much, much better than all those artists you mentioned. Davido, Wizkid. You can pull more fans from there. I'm Kemi Amalolu. Go to H&M Music. On Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you'll see some old posts. You can do Instagram. It's easier. Have a good evening. Thanks for the comments.